Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm starting a new weekly reading vlog where it's actually hopefully going to be 1 week and I'm going to be reading. So, reading plans wise, I have literally just finished my last vlog, which was a 24-hour reading challenge. I'll link it up here if you haven't checked it out yet. But I spent the whole weekend pretty much just reading Alien Clay, which is the new release from Adrian Tchaikovsky, coming out on the 28th of March. I had a good time, actually, really good time. But we are in a new week, we are doing new readings, and I have got books that I need to read. So I wanted to like kind of finish some stuff. But I've had a new thought, because when don't I? I'm going to be reading Renia this week by Karl Forshaw. This is an indie author. This is, I believe, their first book. This is the stunning sprayed edition that they very kindly sent me. I have got number 7 of 333 that were printed, and I thought, what better time to read this than this week? Because this week, Indie Book Tours, which is mine and Lisa's creation, is having a book tour for Renia for the next 5 days. So there are people posting their thoughts and feelings about this book from today, which is Monday the 18th, I believe, until Friday, the whatever date Friday is, 22nd maybe. And I don't want to miss out on the hype, you know? I want to be with the hype as well. So I thought, what better way to join in on the hype than to read this book and tell you all about it as well. This will not be spoilers, obviously, but I thought I would love to like just read this book. I've had it sat on my shelf for a little while now. I want to obviously read it and cross it off for myself and also to do a review. So I am so hoping that I love this because this edition, so pretty. And yeah, so this is obviously my physical priority. And then some other things, I still have those Left Behind by N.C. Scrimgeour to finish audibly. I've got about an hour and a bit left of that, I think, I want to say. So that is a commuting back from work, if I so wish it, which I might do. I also want to crack on with some of my Sphinx books because I need to have them finished by the end of March. So we're going to be alternating a little bit, if I'm honest. We're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing some audio, we're going to be doing some ebook, and then the likelihood that I will finish this week, I want to say is, actually I'm going to say it's very likely. We're starting this week positive. It is Monday. We are going to be positive. I will finish this book this week, and hopefully, if I manage to finish the whole thing before Monday in this vlog, you will see me start playing Bad Heroines as well. That is the plan. And that was a really loud beep because that's what my neighbours do. They honk instead of ringing doorbells because it makes sense. Anyways, this will be my next one. This was meant to be my next physical read, but got distracted. It's just me things, really. But this is my buddy read with Kate, so I need to obviously get onto that. And then I'm thinking as well, because we're just in a bit of a thinking mood, I need, after I finish those Left Behind, I think I may start House of Earth and Blood audibly again. Because I want to read Flame and Shadow, but I can't. I want to do a reread. I don't know. It's not set in stone. I think my next priority, I might use one of my Audible credits and actually buy Empire of the Damned and read that instead. But we're seeing what we do. We're seeing what we do. Because I have got House of Sky and Breath reserved at my library and it comes in at the start of April. But my other thought process was, oh well, I'll read all the rest of the Tog books and then I'll read Ekatar, and I'm not that fast a reader, so that's not gonna happen. So we might push that back. We don't know. We don't know. We're just gonna go through it. What we do know is that we are starting Renia, and we are starting Renia today. So that is enough for this intro. This is where we're starting, this is where we're going, and yeah, I will be back to talk to you when I have some updates. I'll be back then. See you later. Hello and happy Tuesday. I just had a minute then thinking, have I actually started this vlog? And I'm pretty sure I have. But if I haven't, I'm sure editing me has done an intro. I've been reading. Not today, not yet. It's literally 8:30. I got in, what, 10-15 minutes ago? Maybe a little bit before that. I went out for tea straight from work. I was late, which was annoying because of traffic, but anyways, I went out for tea today because it is my best buddy's birthday tomorrow, and she is working tomorrow, and then she's just really bloody busy, and it's hard to meet up with her because she's busy and I'm busy and I go away with work and she has a very busy job, so trying to arrange time together is a little bit tricky, but we did it. We managed to get food in today, which is quite nice. We went to a really nice pizza restaurant, which kind of is further away from my house because I left work and then went to this restaurant and then had to come back, obviously, because you have to come back. But anyways, that's not the point. It was really nice. It's a pizza restaurant. Jeez. It's just really nice. I really like it there. They make this amazing like pesto aioli. It's so nice. They do amazing potato croquettes. They do proper thin Italian pizza. Oh, so good. So good. But yeah, so we've done that this evening. So I haven't really read yet. I also forgot my bloody AirPods when I went to work, and I needed them today because there were so many people talking in our office. So our office is essentially 2 rooms with a connecting door. So we leave the middle door open and then we shout through or walk through as and when we need to, which is fine. However, in my half of the office, it's obviously my department, there's 2 of us, and then one of the other ladies that I work with, and both her and my manager were having conversations and the radio was too loud and I was sat there going, ugh, trying to work out something. I can't remember what I was doing. But I couldn't concentrate, so I had to get up and turn the radio down, and I was just sat there like this, trying to like concentrate. Today would have been a great working from home day. Too loud, too much stimulation. Anyways, it's over with now. I'm in tomorrow, and then I think I'm probably going to work from home on Thursday and Friday. So that's good. Jack is away. He went away today, and he'll be back late on Thursday, I think. And then I have no plans for this weekend currently as we are talking. So we're going to read. But like I said, it's about 8:30. Well, it's 32 minutes past now because I've been chatting for a while. And my plan is literally to get into bed with this book, which is Renia, and read it. Already I'm on chapter 3 and already I'm like, I just want to read it. I just want to read more. I want to read more. I want to read more. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my pyjamas on, take my contacts out, and I'm going to get into bed, and I'm just going to put either the final book support group sprints on if they're carrying on for a little bit longer, and if they're not, then I'm just going to put an ambient room on to fill the room with noise, and then I'm gonna crack on because I just want to devour this so much. So in the 2 chapters that I have read, is there a prologue in this for you prologue lovers? I love a prologue. Yeah, there is a 12 years ago prologue-y bit. Guys, I already feel like I'm gonna absolutely love the main character. Do you know what? It's been a very long time. It hasn't been a very long time. That's probably me being very dramatic. But it has been a while since I have picked up a book and immediately gone, this is the character I want to read from. It's been a while. I do have other books where I'm like, oh, this is really good and really interesting. But I don't know, because obviously I haven't got very far. And if this is multiple POV, then bonus, but if we just lived in Renia's head, I think I'd be okay. just saying a lot because I love multiple POVs. They are the books that do the best for me. But yeah, in the first 2 chapters and the prologue, we have met our main character Renia. We have been introduced to her as she is basically a scribe. Her job is to copy text. So basically she copies out books and stuff. And right at the start of this book, she is given 3 books that are like highly requested, kind of like top secret, like you can't leave them on your desk. She has to take them to her manager's office every time she wants to leave her desk. They cannot be left unattended. Like, what the heck is going on with these books? I want to know. And we also meet her manager. We've kind of been in it. You're not really in anyone's head per se, like it's not like I do this and we do that, but I'm terrible with whatever those points of views are called anyways, don't judge me. But we've also met her manager, and her manager keeps saying, why that book almost ruined my career 12 years ago. Which book almost ruined your career, dude? Why? I have so many questions. So, like, being this hooked into a book, 2 and a bit chapters in, and I'm loving this bookmark, is amazing. And it's reminding me why I love indie fantasy. So, I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to go read, and then tomorrow I will come back after work and hopefully I'll have more of an update. Maybe I'll have finished those left behind because I'll take my AirPods in and ignore everyone. But this is definitely my priority. I'm going to go read now. Bye. Hello everyone, and happy Thursday. What have I just read? Honestly. Karl, if you're watching this, what have I just read? So, I am on chapter 9, which is 113 pages in. And something has just happened. Never before, to my knowledge, can I remember a book giving me a character in their present and their past timelines, and never before have I, oh my gosh, like, fallen in love with a character in her present tense and wanted to strangle a character in their past tense so much, because the thing that has just happened, so we're following our main character Renia pretty much throughout the book. We kind of flip-flop between a couple of other people as well, but Renia is kind of like our main point, and Renia is our only point from a past flashback. And something has just happened, and if you've read the book you'll know what I'm talking about at this point in the book. But something has just happened, and it was all Renia's fault. And I've got no idea how they function because it's quite big. What is their fault? I know they're quite young in the flashbacks, but still, I don't know how it could have been avoided. I don't know if a conversation with her parents about consequences could have helped. So now I need to carry on and come to terms with that. Also, we get these like little sections that are like all in italics, and I've got no idea who those sections are about. Do I find out who those sections are about? I need to know who those sections are about because some of them are weird as heck. But I've got 2 chapters. Is it 2 chapters? Yeah, 2 chapters-ish left until I hit part 2. And part 2 is entitled Missing Book, so I thought poop had already hit the fan, but apparently we're going to get past poop and present poop. And all of the fans. So I'll come back and talk to you when I get there, but otherwise that's literally it for a reading update from me. I'm just reading this. I did read part of this on my Kindle last night actually, because it was just kind of easier to lie down and read it on my Kindle than it is to hold the book. And sometimes it's like that, but I would love to get further in this today. I do have an exciting interview later today, which I don't know if I can talk about, so I'm going to be that person and be like, I'll tell you when I know I can. But yeah, I want to read more of this. Look how far I am. I'm not that far. It's not that impressive for me. But it's very impressive for me. It's possibly not that impressive for other people. But we'll see how far we can get in this book today and tomorrow. I would love to finish this by tomorrow, and then I can concentrate on my Sphinx books this weekend and still talk to you about that. That would be pretty cool. And then next week, physically, we can read Plain Bad Heroines, because I need to read that for my buddy read with Kate. And next week is our last full week of March, which is scary. And also next week is also Bank Holiday Friday and Bank Holiday Monday, and I have made plans on like every single day, which I'm already regretting just because it's going to be really busy. So we'll see what we can do with plans. But yeah, need to go and read more of this now and find out what the heck is going to happen. And hopefully hit part 2 at least today. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I literally came home and then kind of got engrossed in my TV show. And then it did a jumpy scary thing where it's a detective show. It's called The Mentalist. It's very good if you ever want to check it out. I watch it on Prime. But it literally had a point where you're watching one character sleep, and I was like, it's gonna happen. We're focusing on this character for too long. It's gonna happen. And what happens? Out of the shadows comes a person, which is my biggest nightmare. And the thing that terrifies me the most. Like, I am so jumpy, it's ridiculous. I then had to watch another episode to watch them rectify that situation so I could sleep. But yeah, I'm off. I'm gonna read, and either I'll come back and talk to you again later, because Jack is still not home and I haven't really spoken to anyone today, or I'll be back tomorrow to talk to you, and he's back, but at work again. So he's back late tonight, which will probably be like when I'm asleep. Then he's at work again tomorrow, and then I think he's out tomorrow night on another, I don't know, the boy works so much, it's ridiculous. But yeah, we're gonna read. And I'm glad to bring you to a new corner of the house, because I think just filming in my library was getting a little bit too much. But yeah, reading, see you later. Microphone inception. I don't know why I'm doing this. Hello, it is now evening for Thursday night. I have just finished recording what I briefly mentioned earlier, and I need to check when it's going live, and then I'll tell you all. But it was so good. It was really fun, and I feel so grateful to have been able to do that. So wow. And then I have been reading more of Renia, of course. That is the whole, I don't know, focus, that's the word, for this week. I am on page 166, so I'm into part 2 now, not by too much, by like about 30 pages. And it's interesting, I will say. I do like that, as much as I keep saying, oh, we're focusing on Renia, we're focusing on Renia, we are and we aren't. Like, we're still getting other character perspectives as well. You're not like in their heads completely. But I am liking the fact that it's not just all of her perspective. I feel like this story is really well rounded. Wow, I've been talking for like 2 hours. So it's all a jumble now, but I feel like this is really well rounded, especially with all the different points of view. I'm really enjoying that. I don't want to say it's going to be a 5 stars and jinx it, but it is definitely sitting at like a starter 4 at the minute. I've probably mentioned this before, but all books pretty much start at 3-star for me when I start out, like just a middle of the road. It's a good book, we'll see where it goes, and then as you carry on it either goes up or down for whatever reason. And I will say this is definitely going up the more I read, so I'm hoping that continues, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the book has in store for me. But now it is 8:30 at night. I have not eaten anything, so I need to go and make some tea and read my book and kind of decompress, and then I'll be ready to go to work again tomorrow. So I probably won't come back to talk to you today. I'll come and talk to you tomorrow, but hopefully I'll have some fun updates for this, and yeah, we can talk more then. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello everyone, and happy Friday. Thank goodness it is Friday. I'm so ready for the weekend. I'm literally just about to go and make myself some lunch, but I thought I've got a book parcel, so I need to open it because it could be one of a few things. So I want to see what it is. I'm very excited. Let's open it. Okay, so we are. Oh, it isn't what I thought it was. Well, it's one of the things I thought it was. So I was contacted by this author about this story that they've written. It's not something that's usually up my street, but it sounds pretty interesting, and that is this, and this is Generation Tent, based on a true story. And on the back it just says, the year is 2016, the UK is at a crossroads. Amidst the changes of the European vote, the upper millennial is plagued by soaring house prices, rising homelessness and austerity. Based on a true story, John Doman finds himself living in a tent in central London and humorously guides us through a generation on the brink of an existential crisis. So this is written by, I think, JD himself. I love this cover. It's all very hand-drawn, which is very, very cool. I think this is going to be one of those stories that, even though it says it's humorous, I think it's going to be quite hard-hitting as well, because obviously this is, I'm in the UK, I remember 2016 and everything that was going on in the country when obviously this was happening to this author, so it'd be really interesting to see what was happening to them. Just a little bit about the author as well is JD is an ex-vagrant entrepreneur and reviewer who has recently become an author. This true story is about his homelessness experiences in 2016 on the streets of London and the other irregular characters that surrounded him during that time, a time where himself and the country were at a crossroads. So I'm really looking forward to actually giving this a go, stepping out of my comfort zone and checking this out. Thank you so much, Generation Tent team, for sending this my way. I am, like I said, I'm excited to dive into something that's out of my comfort zone and into more of a real life, close to home story as well. So thank you. Like I said, I need to go make some lunch. I'm actually starving, and I have been reading more of Renia. I am so close to the 200-page mark. It is ridiculous. I can't tell you much about it, obviously, because I don't want to spoil the book. However, I am now, as much as like earlier I was like, oh yeah, I'm loving Renia. I think she is still a very good character, but now we are seeing kind of more of her and her background, and I'm enjoying reading from other people's points of views as well, if that makes sense. I don't hate her as a character, she's not an awful person, but I'm enjoying getting some viewpoints from other characters as well. It's really padding out the story, which is fantastic. So yeah, I'm going to go and eat because I'm starving. Hopefully I'll be back later with an actual reading update where I get further into the book. Who knows, I could finish it if I could just sit and concentrate after work for a long period of time, but we shall see. And yeah, that's everything for now. I will come back and talk to you hopefully later, if not tomorrow. See you then. I'm back again, not even like, I don't know, about 3.5 hours later. I have a new book. Apparently today is the day for book mail. And I'm wondering if this is the other thing that I'm expecting. But getting into these ones where they have no pulley tab is rather difficult. So bear with me as I rip my way into this box. in excitement. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Right. This is... thank you so much. This is from Gregory. This is his newest release. If you are interested, Indie Book Tours, the place where me and Lisa, who I talk about all the time because we do a lot of things together, we run indie book tours together, and we are doing a book tour for this, so I'm very excited. I do need to read the first one because this is book 2, so we are doing a tour for book 2. Book 1 is already out and I have it somewhere. One second, I was looking in the wrong place. So this is the first one, which is The Return of the Knights. And they just look really, look at them for covers. Look how well they just go together. I've got them the wrong way around. But look how good they are. Book 2 is considerably chunkier than book 1 though, so I better get my reading on. But yes, thank you so much. I'm gonna hold up the wrong one. Thank you so much for the sequel, Gregory. I'm very excited to get into this series. So this one says, the Palace of the Dawn will soon be stormed. The most ruthless man of all time is one step away from sailing on the Love Bridge and dethroning Sophie Delamere. The Queen of Night Dawn is now alone, with neither allies nor an army capable of rebuffing the enemy which is approaching her city. Everything appears to be over until a mysterious young man, Elliot, makes his appearance. Entangled in a web of lies and politics, Elliot will try to draw Walter away from... I don't think that it's Eye of Bridge. I said that wrong. Apologies. Eye of Bridge. And face him in the stronghold of Worskworth. He will attempt to rekindle relations and revive the old alliance between the Queen of Night Dawn and Sorella Endor, the governor of Wiskworth. Elliot's mission will take every fibre of his will, and if he fails, so shall the kingdom. Game of Thrones meets Greek mythology in this explosive epic fantasy story packed with war, medieval lore, magic, loyalty and bravery. The first book in the series, The Dance of Light, will take you on an epic journey to a fantasy world of men and mythical... That's a different book entirely. And mythical creatures which will keep you spellbound till the very end. So obviously that was the synopsis for book 1. I'm not going to read you the synopsis for book 2, but I now have it. So there is the push for me to hurry up and read the first book, because we've put it off long enough. But thank you very much, Gregory, for sending me book 2, and also for sending me book 1, because you did send me the first book as well. But yeah, I think that's all for the book mail today. I haven't done any reading because I'm still working, but I thought I'd quickly come and update you with the book mail. And yeah, I will be back to talk to you. I don't know if I'll talk to you again today, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. And hopefully, like I said earlier, I'll have a reading update, and if not, maybe it'll be more book mail. We'll see. Hello and happy Saturday. I cannot remember the last time... Well, hang on, let me start again. Hello, happy Saturday. I know when I last spoke to you, I spoke to you yesterday after getting some book mail, but I have updates and I'm just redressing Renia while I bring the updates to you. I finished this book, and all I can say at this moment in time is wow. Like, what the heck? What the heck? I was not expecting this. When I started this book, I was unsure. I was unsure if this was going to be something for me. I was unsure if I was going to not enjoy the characters, if I was going to get fed up with the points of view that we were given, and I was so wrong, and I've never been happier to be so wrong in my life, I think. I'm going to turn this light on and see if that does anything for me, because I'm rather dark. It kind of does, but it makes me very, very, very white. Oh god. any better, kind of. So yeah, I've never been more happy to be wrong in my life. This book, I'm in my pajamas. It is 10 to 11 at night. My plans were to finish this today. Well, I wanted to finish it yesterday and then I would have spent the weekend reading Sphinx books, but I haven't been reading as much as I thought I would. I'm just going to tidy up a little bit as well. So yeah, I haven't been reading as much as I thought I would, and today I was like, well, there's sprints going on. I'm going to join the sprints, and I did for Marvel-a-thon, and then I have been reading this on and off all day. Do you know what? The more I think about it, and I've just left Lisa a voice note going, I'm not sure. Originally I was like, oh, it's going to be a 4-star, like it's feeling very full. And the way that this ended and the way this pulled all the characters together and left me questioning many things is insane. It's insane. So I haven't put this through core pile yet. So I'm not sure if it is going to be a high 4 or a 5, but the way I'm feeling, the way that the minute I finished this book, I messaged Karl, who is the author of this book, Mr. Karl Forshaw, and I had to tell him, like, this, wow. I literally said to him, I've just finished this book and all I can say is wow, and then I went on a little bit of a spiel, and I was like, honestly, to begin with, wasn't sure this was going to be for me, and I've obviously just said that, but watching the characters go through what they do and seeing the way this story is told. So originally I was like, oh, we're gonna get the story told from a couple of points of view. No, there are so many different points of view. There are so many goals and objectives for each of the characters within this and how they all come together, and there are people working together that you don't realise are working together. There are relationships within this book that you don't realise. The final 150, 200 pages with all of the reveals of people and connections and wrap-ups and things that are happening, I was just like, what? And they know them, and what's happening, and oh my gosh, and how are they going to find out, and they know this, and they don't know this, but they aren't, read this book. Oh my gosh, this was so good. And the way I'm babbling on about it does make me think it's going to have to be a 5. It's going to have to be, isn't it? Really? Well, I'll put it through core pile tomorrow. I will stew on it, but I do think this is my second 5-star of the year, and I think that that's pretty impressive, to be honest. I can't believe I've sat on this book for so long at all. And if you know me as a reviewer, you will know I'm quite harsh. Because I can be quite harsh. I feel like I've gone the opposite way since joining the book community, of instead of going through that process that I've seen a lot of people go through, and fair play, where they're like, oh, it's how I feel in the moment, and they have so, and like, I wish I could be like that, but I'm so critical and I don't know why. But this, there were obviously things about this that I was a bit unsure of. The writing to begin with at the start of this book, I was like, I'm not sure if this is for me. It doesn't really feel very 4 stars. But again, towards the end, we got a flow. So good. So good. So yeah, I've finally finished this. Thank you again, Karl, if you're watching, for sending me a copy of this book my way. I am so grateful. So grateful for this book and for him watching my channel and engaging with me. So grateful. So yeah, I'm very glad that I've got a special edition of this book. I am very glad that I have got number 7. Also, I think I mentioned it when I opened this book, my number is 007, like James Bond, which is very cool. And I can't wait to read more of Renia or whatever comes next in the Lunar Ruinum Chronicles. This is the first book. Obviously, I don't know how many books are planned for this series. I don't know how many stories are planned for this series, novellas or what. So whatever comes next, I want in. I want to see, I want to read, I want to enjoy. So yeah, that is my long ass review of Renia. Obviously, I will talk about it again in a wrap-up video that will come at some point. I have got some project plans for this book and many others as well. I'm just very excited. So obviously now we have got tomorrow, and then that is the end of this vlog. So what I want to do is, I'm not sure, because I'm kind of waiting for Jack to come home, if I'm honest. He's out tonight, because I know he'll wake me up when he gets here. So is there any point in me really going to sleep? Not really. Not when I can actually, you know, have a lie-in again tomorrow, because tomorrow is Sunday. So I don't think I want to start anything new. I think I want to just pick up something for the now. And I don't know whether I'm going to do that on my Kindle, or whether I'm going to pick up one of the books, one of the many books that I currently have started. But I know I need to crack on with some Sphinx books. But I don't really want to do that now. So I'm not sure. Is there anything that I'm reading on my Kindle? Actually, let me look at Goodreads and see what I'm doing. Because I need to know, I need a plan. I do want to start taking stuff off of my currently reading list, because it's getting ridiculous again. I think I'm back into double digits, which is ridiculous. I have one or two. I have a few of these on my Kindle, but I'm not really feeling reading any of them. Story of my life. Yeah, because next week, do I start my physical read of Plain Bad Heroines? Because I need to read that for my buddy read, and I've only got a week left. And that can be my physical read. I don't know. Because I might just use my day tomorrow. So obviously there's stuff I want to do tomorrow. I've written a food shop out. I've written a list that I need to do. I would like to change the bedding and put clean pyjamas on the bed, as in, no, change the bedding and get clean pyjamas out for me to wear in the fresh bedding. That makes more sense. And I would obviously like to do the food shop, rather than trying to do it on Monday around work, because that's a pain in the bum. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. The indecisiveness of me is coming out. So yeah, the point of that is that I want to do those things, put away some washing, potentially do another wash, and then possibly sit down and do Sphinx books, because I don't think I've got 4 left, and I don't think many of them are like massive books. I don't think I've even got them added onto my whatever this is. Dooba-dooba-doo. I'm just babbling now because I haven't spoken to anyone for a while. 1, 2, 3. I think it's just 4 that I've got left. How big are these books? I want to know what you are. Okay, so one of them is 151 pages. This one is 98 pages. I've started that one. That's We're All Monsters Here. I don't know if that's going to be one for me, because she's a vampire and she's talking about killing people, and she's just rather full of herself, which, I mean, makes sense because she's a vampire, but still not sure if it's going to be my thing. That one's 138 pages, and then the final one is 64 pages. So I can read 2 of them, like the 98 page and the 64 page. I could probably read in like 3 hours. That's about my rate, really, because I'm a slow reader. And the other ones would probably take me like 2 hours each, maybe a little bit more. But yes, so it's all rather a lot. And also sat here, I'm like, well, I have the Fall of Giants now, so I should really start Return of the Knights. What else have I got in this massive generation? I don't think this is a tonight book, I have to be honest. I know they said that it's humorous, but because it's quite a hard-hitting topic of homelessness, within my country, I think we will read this another time. Which is fine. Completely fine. Obviously this books haven't finished, so I don't really know. Or I might just go and sit in my room and watch BookTube. We'll see. Right, I'm gonna shut up and leave this here actually, because I'm just babbling and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna end up doing. So I will leave this here and I will come and talk to you tomorrow and probably wrap this vlog up tomorrow so I can start fresh on Monday and actually try and get into the habit of, you know, starting these things on a Monday. And then, yeah, we can crack on from there. So I will talk to you tomorrow and probably wrap this up. See you then. Hello everyone and happy Monday. I'm giggling to myself because I've literally just been talking at my camera for the past like minute and then went, oh, I haven't actually pressed record. Hello, happy Monday. I'm here to finish this vlog off now and then I will probably start the next one straight after because we're gonna get on this vlog stuff. Like we're gonna get better. I need to get better. But I haven't actually finished anything else since I finished Renia, but I did start another Sphinx book last night. I don't really think it's going to be for me, I have to be completely honest, only because it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Sphinx is great. If you don't know what Sphinx is the short story novella version of Spiffbo and the sci-fi version as well, but Sphinx is open to every genre, which is fantastic, right? There needs to be a place where every genre is open and welcome. It's great. However, for me as like a big fantasy sci-fi reader, I feel like I don't really gel necessarily with some of the books that are coming our way because that is just not my typical genre. The one that I've started is meant to be like a horror book, so I'm holding out hope that I will kind of enjoy it a little bit more. It is good. I think if you're a horror reader or a thriller reader predominantly, then maybe this will be more your thing. But currently it's just a bit like, okay, like, where's magic? Which seems to be me a lot of the time. But I think it'll be alright. So I've got 4 to read. Technically this would, if I finish this one, this will then leave me with 3 to read. One of which is a sci-fi, definitely. One of which is a heist story. And then I can't remember what the other one is at this moment. So we'll see. But yes, I think this week has been pretty good. Like, I've managed to read a whole book in a week. Now, to most people, this will sound probably not fantastic or whatever, but to me, that's pretty good. I don't read physically as much anymore, and it's because I don't seem to find the time. But we also found our new, like, favourite book. So thank you again to Karl for sending me a copy of this book. Also, there was a 5-day book tour for this over on Indie Book Tours. Make sure you go and check it out, support, see all the lovely reviews from all of our reviewers over there. There were some fantastic ones. Karl has also done loads of interviews recently, so definitely worth checking this book out. As I've already said, it's a 5-star for me, so I really enjoyed it. I hope you will too. But yeah, I'm gonna not talk about my upcoming reading plans because there's no point. I am going to wrap this up, but what I will say as of this current moment, so this is going up on Monday, tomorrow should be another Spiffbo finalist review. I'm telling you this now because if I say it in next week's vlog, you'll have missed it. Tuesday is meant to be a finalist review. Wednesday is something very exciting, hopefully if all goes to plan and we're on schedule, so fingers crossed that is being uploaded on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we have got my April TBR going live. So make sure you're around this week. Apparently you're getting 4 days worth of content from me, somehow. But otherwise, that is everything for this week's vlog. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. It supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below of the last book that you managed to read, like in a week. or in one sitting. If you're that sort of reader, I'd love to know. If you just want to leave me an emoji, leave me any moon emojis for Renia. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ringing that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload new videos. I usually upload twice a week. Apparently this week it's 4 times a week, so make sure you stick around if you want more bookish content from me. But otherwise, that is everything for today's video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!